going.
So, Gus, kind of give us your reaction when you heard they were making a change to offensive coordinator.
Just kind of thankful for Coach Harrell, right? And then decided to get to work with Coach Simmons and kind of the whole offensive staff just kind of getting working and just kind of put our head down and going to work.
What can you tell us about Coach Simmons?
He's a great guy. Love him. I was an All-American game my senior high school. He was actually the coach of the other team. So I kind of knew him a little bit then, and then I feel like I've stayed in contact with him. My dad knows him a little bit, so kind of having that, and then he came here was really cool. Just kind of having the opportunity to kind of get back with him, be around him a little bit more than I had been in the past. He's an awesome guy. He's really knowledgeable football wise, and I'm really excited to see what he puts together.
What are some examples over these 9 months he's been here, just from a football standpoint, that you've gained from him?
Early in camp, he was with us for probably the first 4 days because Angel, the assistant line coach, was with the Niners. So he was kind of around us a little bit then. Kind of having him around us, just kind of realized that he wasn't just a running back guy like in Ohio or a receiver guy, but he kind of knew everything and could kind of help with all that. And then just kind of helping his small pointers here, like, hey, I've done this in the past, I've done that, just kind of helping small little things because he wasn't around us a bunch with the O-line. But like when he was, you could see he was steady, consistent, and that he was obviously very knowledgeable.
How much has changed this week in terms of just different little pieces of the game plan or different approaches, different ways of talking about things, different perspective? What's been different so far in the first few days this week?
Yeah, I think it's just more like small tweaks of things. Nothing wholesale, right? I don't think we're not getting a whole new playbook. It's kind of, hey, we're kind of tweaking this a little bit. We want to run it this way a little bit. Just kind of nuanced kind of tweaks to small little schemes, but we're going to still run the base stuff that we normally run.
If you could describe, Simmons as a guy, what his personality is like.
I think he's very steady and consistent. Like he's always going to be the same guy. He's going to come and he's going to work, and he's going to be really meticulous about the details. He's going to know what he's going through. He's going to prepare really, really well, and he's going to know everything he needs to know and be just a really consistent guy.
How would you assess the O-line's performance so far this year?
I think we've been up and down a little bit. I think we've been good, but then you've had a couple plays here and there where you get one guy here, one guy here. And sometimes passing off games hasn't been as clean as you want it to be. So there's kind of, there's been good and bad, I think, but overall, I think we've made steady improvements, which is good to see early in the season.
When you envision what this offense was going to look like 4 games in, where has it been the most off? What's been maybe the most surprising thing that just hasn't materialized?
I think facing early, we haven't scored as much, we haven't had as many yards and shit, but I think for the most part we've been kind of running the same plays I would have kind of expected, but we're just not having the same, to this point we're not executing all 11. I think maybe you get 10 for 75% of the game, but those other 25% are negative yards of gains to where you're sitting in 38, which is tough to overcome at certain points.
Let's talk about complementary football. Is that maybe the most frustrating thing is the defense held them off the board for almost 3 quarters against Oregon State, obviously give you a chance into the second half and the opposition for this year.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I've seen the defense out there really doing everything they can and not being able to go out and do what you want to do to kind of help them out. It's tough for them going 8-play drives. Really different now. There's another 8-play drive. It's tough on those guys to kind of try to help them out and trying to do what we can to kind of help the whole team.
Gus, series, you guys brought the team in next offensive line. You talked about what you're trying to accomplish there and how you think the next that's something that will keep.
Yeah, teams that are obviously great athletes, just kind of getting them out there is a great opportunity to get another good athlete on the field, and then have an extra alignment just kind of brings another physicality, making a little under center and going as we did last year, just kind of having that. And then we're getting a little bigger, we're going to come off and then kind of run the ball and kind of having that extra kind of mentality to kind of help kind of secure the edges. I think is really the thing that we did the best.
For some of you, this is going to be your last chance at Wisconsin.
Yep.
How much has that been a topic of conversation, ending that streak during your time here? And I guess you could just take it from there.
Yeah. So we didn't play in my freshman, so this will be the 4th time I played him. But I remember my second year here. I'm sitting there, just sitting in the meeting, and I'm probably one of the younger guys starting. Sitting there, and Coach Brown was like, yeah, last time we beat him, Gus was like 1 at the time. And now it's there's guys who weren't even born. So you've gone past the point of the family younger guy, and that's thinking of it probably wasn't even a lot when the last time we beat them. So it's kind of having that. Like, it's been a while, but it's also like you got to go out on Saturday and whoever it is, we got to play our game and go out and compete. If we do what we do, it doesn't matter who we play. What the other team does, we fine. It's kind of like,
Do you see that as part of the potential legacy that, especially maybe this senior class or the fifth-year guys can leave here if they can, make a dent in that?
yeah, I think that'd be awesome. Kind of coming out and, unfortunately, we've lost the last 3 times we played them, but having an opportunity to go out and kind of change the narrative after 21 years, something like that. Kind of having that opportunity to go change that would be an awesome. Hey, looking back 10 years, hey man, like we beat Wisconsin. That'd be an awesome opportunity to go out there and do it.
You talked about the line progressing. I mean, how have you guys gelled since week 1? Especially with your new teammates.
Yeah, I think just kind of over time, kind of being able to communicate, just like even with Corey missing a little bit of camp and kind of him getting back and getting healthy, just kind of being able to communicate, everyone being on the same page with everything, kind of having the same, like kind of like your set points, kind of having, hey, like I'm getting here to be able to pass these off, like so you understand what he's thinking, to where you're maybe not having to verbalize everything, to where it's like, hey, like I know DJ's here, I know Bo's gonna get this, and just having that understanding where it's like it's not even second nature at this point, kind of having that cohesiveness as a group.
Guys, did you guys huddle up more this last week?
Yep.
So what did you do?
I don't know the exact reason. It's just like they called us and we get the huddle. And I don't mind the huddle slowing it down a little bit. Helps me maybe not get as out of breath. So I'm cool with getting the huddle, kind of slowing it down. And I think it kind of just I think it kind of helps the kind of time possession that's going on. Biggest component of the huddle.
You also don't have to sit on the play, right?
Yes. Yeah, because you got the Chad's got the headset on for the phones. Do you listen to that?